Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 My Player Career, and it looks like we're going to be taking on the Warriors in a knockout final. It looked like the Tiger in that little fixture there. It looked like the Tigers are progressing through. It looked like they won their match, but yeah, we're coming off a very last game. We got pipped by the Tigers in a bit of a thriller, but the game before that we versed the WA side and absolutely destroyed them. We scored, did we get 100? I think we got 100 and a couple of wickets maybe, but it was a decimation. We beat them by, would have been well over 100 runs, so probably not the best matchup for the WA side here, but they do, I mean, their side is very talented. They got a lot of good quality bowlers, some very powerful hitters, some good youngsters as well. But just, I don't know, I mean, they made it into the finals, but they're falling badly here. They're 4 for 68 again. Their top order batting is has just hit a bit of a hole. Apparently, it's up to a couple of more experienced players. Obviously, Mitch Marsh has played a lot. Hilton Cartwright, you know, he's experienced now, so it's gonna fall back to these two guys to really tough it out for the next, honestly 20 odd overs really to get them into a decent position. But finishing off our first over here, nice little start there, just warming into the innings. And we've got them in a pretty good position at the minute. It looks like, who was that? The Cartwright or Marsh who was scoring well. Cartwright's 71, doing a good job. Matt Kelly is the new man to the crease. Honestly, they're gonna get a respectable score here, as that one is flicked away nicely from Cartwright. It's gonna go almost all the way, just one bounce for. But they've moved on 6 for 205. So the run rate, it's not great. From this position, they'd love to get to 250, and it looks like that's what they're going to get to, as this one again is flicked away. We're bowling the big over here, the 50th over. Matt Kelly has picked us up and hit it away. Hilton Cartwright has got 106 of 117, as that one is also flicked away just for a single though. Not quite the impact with the ball that we usually get in these shorter format matches. Gone for a few runs as well, which is always disappointing. But it looks like that is the final ball of the innings. So we're going to be chasing 255 to win. Not it's a score on the board. It's a score on the board. Anything around that 250 mark, it's competitive for sure. They've got a strong bowling attack. We do have a very strong batting lineup ourselves. They're gonna have to pull out all the stops. We've been in sensational form, and the top order, the openers have been very good as well. They've just been getting off to these very solid starts. Mitch Marsh comes in here, but 100 run opening stand. Max Bryant is only on 31, so Chris Lynn obviously went a bit ballistic. And I got what do you get, like 70 odd? So, great start. Again, we've been coming out in pretty darn good positions. It's probably, I don't think I'm trying to remember. I don't think we've really been out before like a 50 run opening stand, which, if they're averaging 50 or a bit over 50, that's very good. Very handy to start a 50 over match with a solid opening stand, as, we're in a pretty dominant position here. All we got to do, just work it around, get into our innings. I was looking at this one. How is this not called a wide, my dude? How is this not a freaking wide? It was almost off the second line. Like, what? I have no idea. We couldn't reach it. I don't know. Very strange umpiring. Got away with one there. It shouldn't matter in the whole scheme of things, but I was very shocked to find that wasn't pinged, as we almost run Paul Bryan out. We don't need that. We are in a very commanding position. We've got the ascendancy, but we don't need silly wickets. Silly wickets can change the game. As the young star Cameron Green comes in. He's copped a fair bit. Chris Lynn obviously has targeted him early on. And for 46 off his 7 overs. He already bowled 7 overs for some, or 6 overs for some reason. Just taking the punishment apparently. But yeah, still what do we need? About 120, 24, 125, whatever it is, 27. About that. But yeah, we're cruising. We're absolutely cruising. The timing's not there, but that is it's a no ball. We've almost picked the fielder out. It's a no ball. That's why I didn't run, because I mean, I want the free hit. We actually hit it pretty well. I didn't know there was a man like right there, so that was a little bit lucky. As that one, another no ball. This is diabolical bowling. This is real bad stuff. Again, we've hit that one pretty well as well. But it's just scooped straight up to the man. So we'll take the 2 runs. A bit disappointing we couldn't get a few more, but another free hit. It's my lucky day right here. Again, he gives us a nice full one, but again, we play it too early. Chip it straight up in the air, and another great catch. That was actually a very good catch from mid-off to get back. So another 2. Couldn't take advantage of a couple of free hits, but you know, we got the chance to score a few runs, and that one again is banging short. Just can't get the timing. This you know, again, this slow type bowling is difficult, but you know, maybe the pitch isn't quite as flat as expected, I guess. I mean, our batting performance as a team is probably putting that to bed, but the Warriors obviously struggled, and we're struggling. You know, we're a pretty good barometer. If the pitch is playing well, then you know, we're hitting boundaries very consistently. If it's just a bit slow, if it's a bit tacky, you know, a bit dusty, whatever the case may be, then we struggle. You know, that's it's a pretty good indicator. That one again is going to be pushed for another couple. I mean, the good thing is, oh my goodness, I have no idea how Bryant did not get home for the second. It's a good throw. It's a direct hit, but Bryant was a mile out of his crease. What was he doing? I wasn't really paying attention because I talked about this, I don't know if it was the last episode or the episode before, but sometimes the running between wickets, dude, like your player can get, that was close to leg stump, honestly. Probably should have been wide still, but you know, whatever. But yeah, sometimes like like my player was in the crease easily. Max Bryant, he should have been backing up. He was a mile out. I wasn't, like, I kept on the sprint as well. I didn't, like, take off the sprint, so, I don't know, dude. That was a weird one. It's very similar to the one, like, how I was talking before with, the running between wickets can be a little spotty, but I don't take blame for that one. That was 2. There was 2 in that, without doubt. It's a good bit of fielding, but there was definitely 2 in it. But it does bring Labuschagne to the crease, so you know we don't lose too much. Unfortunately, Bryant couldn't. Don't think he got his 50, but it's on him, dude. It's on him. As Marsh continues his tough type bowling to play, but we've rocked back and just cracked that through cover. That's a pretty handy shot. He's getting a lot of bounce, and that's what Mitch Marsh does in this game. He gets a staggering amount of bounce. He's very quick, but just that extra bounce, it's tough to play. As we try to come down the track and knock him over his head, but played a little bit early there. So we move on to 20 off 25. Getting a little impatient, just sort of the lack of free flowing has got us a little bit. And yeah, look at that. Look at the bounce, dude. The pitch doesn't seem like it's coming through that quickly, but Marsh still gets incredible bounce. Anything on a good length, and we can probably pretty reliably play back to, as the little inside under edge. That must have been pretty close to the off peg, and I don't know how the keeper got gloves to that. That was fairly racing, but yeah, this is tough. This is tough batting here. It's just, I don't know, it seems quicker than it is, and the extra bounce is killing us. yeah, it's a bit of a slog out here for sure. The form we've been in lately, it's very very foreign to us. This type of struggle. But thankfully, Labuschagne has come in. He's just, you know, playing nice and busy. He's 15 off 18. He's doing better than us. We're 21 off 32. 21 off 32, but, you know, we don't have to do anything else. Andrew Tye now coming in. Probably, I mean, this type of pace right here, 130 Ks is like probably the ideal pace to play, you know, nice free-flowing cricket. You know, the extra pace isn't really a worry, and then also you're not really going to time too many earlies. Again, we're playing the wrong line. We're batting honestly awful. This has been one of our worst innings I've ever been a witness to. But at the same time, you know, we're batting awful. 22 off 36, can barely lay bat on ball, but we're still out here. We're still out here fighting. We're doing our darndest to get out for sure, but we're still out here. We're doing the business. The target or the required runs to get is well and truly under 100 now. So, you know, we're just knocking it off. We're knocking it off. The bowling is, I wouldn't even say it's that good, as that is flicked away nicely just for a single though. It's been decent. We just can't find the timing. We can't find the gaps. But you know, we're hanging tough. We're hanging tough at the minute as Andrew Tye continues. And again, just the early again. Just trying to get the timing going is absolutely abysmal. The current run rate is still pretty good. Is this one? We finally get a bit of a looser ball, and we're able to just, again, we didn't hit it cleanly at all. But no one back at fine leg. They've changed the field now, but no one was back there, so a pretty safe shot, and we get a little bit of a reprieve with a boundary, which feels nice to finally get. As again, they've got the sweeper out there. It's you know, they've actually had pretty good fields for us. They've usually had like a fine leg, sweeper at cover. There you go. That's a little bit better. Ideal. Playing that one through the, on the up through the covers. Beautiful shot. It's Matt Kelly, who I think we took apart in that the game, or the 2 games ago. We got quite a few runs off him, so we just needed a little, I don't know, maybe a little bit more pace on the ball to get us going. It's been awful. It's been awful out here. But we're 3 for 194. Thankfully, Labuschagne has done a great job. As this one, we've just scooped it straight to the man. He's put it down though. Oh my god. Put us out of our misery, for God's sakes. I don't know. We hit it okay, but it lobs straight to him. It was in the slot again. This is, you know, you have those days. And I guess we've been fortunate enough. We've had a day where we're not batting well at all. We can't time it. We can't hit the gaps, but we're still finding a way to get some decent runs here. So, you know, you got to be happy with the ability to fight through the tough periods and, you know, score some handy runs, because, you know, if we got out for basically nothing, it does put some pressure on for sure. So 39 of 47, Labuschagne is doing an outstanding job, and then we just get cleaned up. Oh my goodness, the impatience. Look at this swing though. This absolutely hooped back. I mean, it would have been a full toss if I just stayed in the crease, but it was actually a pretty nice ball. It just swooped back on us very nicely. So he finally gets us out. That was should have happened ages ago, and we just, oh geez, that was a struggle to get there. 8 for 260. Chris Lynn, Labuschagne, Bryant, and myself doing the bulk of the runs. That was it got a little dicey at the end. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.